races this year. Tom, take it over for the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Thank you, Tom. And I've got to tell the folks here at Belmont Park what time it is. It is now post time for the Breeders' Cup Sprint. The field moving into place. Black Tie Affair is moving in. In the gate is last year's sprint winner, Dancing Spree, and indeed the sprint champion of 1989, Safely Kept. The field also includes the champion sprinter in Europe. There he is, Dejour. He's moving into post position number 13, and he is sharing the favoritism in this race with Corwin Bay. Both horses now at 2-1. Dejour just a bit anxious before he loads into the starting gate here. To his outside will be Long Shot Glitterman. Assistant starters move the English champion into line.
Where is that?
Now Glitterman will take his spot in the field of 14. There's a quarter-mile run before the first turn here at Belmont Park. Dejour has never run on dirt. Indeed, he has never raced around a turn. And yet, by just a few dollars, is the post-time favorite in this race. Glitterman walking a bit, but now we're ready for a start for the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Ending in good order.
Wait a second, Frank, wait a second.
And they're off. And Safely Kept goes right to the lead. The filly champion quickly opens up here by 2 lengths. And on the far outside, Dejour is right there, and Glitterman is also mixing it up. Dejour mixing it up now with his American rivals. Carson City is up close to the pace. He's running along in 4th position. Potentiality is 5th. Dargai is now racing in 6th position. Mr. Nickerson has fallen. We have a spill on the turn. Shakernit went down, and Mr. Nickerson also down on the track. Spill on the far turn, and now the field moving toward the top of the stretch. It's Dejour fighting it out with last year's champion, Safely Kept. The English champion now has taken a short lead as they come to the top of the stretch. Safely Kept is right there in behind him. Glitterman is now running along in 3rd. Black Tie Affair sweeps to the outside. Then Prospectors Gamble and Carson City. They hooked up at the start. They're still going at it. Safely Kept on the inside. Brave down to the final furlong. On the outside, Dejour, and neither giving way. A dramatic confrontation here as they come down to the final 16th. And it is Dejour who forges to the front. Safely Kept coming back at him. And Dejour took a bad step 10 feet from the wire. And Safely Kept comes on to snatch the victory in the final stride in this Breeders' Cup Sprint, which was marred by an accident as the field moved into the far turn. We will have an inquiry into this race. Shakernit went down, and I believe it was also Mr. Nickerson. Those 2 horses have fallen as they move on to the far turn. Unofficially here, it is Safely Kept in the sprint.
An incredible start of this $1 Million Day. 2 horses are down. We'll follow that story. Safely Kept appeared to be beaten by Dejour, and Dejour stumbles, just strides from the line, and Safely Kept, the only filly in the race, has won this $1 Million Sprint, just as she nearly won last year when Dancing Spree caught her from behind. Black Tie Affair takes 3rd. Safely Kept, owned by Barry Weisbord and JFB Stable, has won the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Down to Tom Hammond now, and he'll examine the accident.
Well, let's look at the spill and see if we can find out what happened. Shakernit, you see, goes down right there. And Mr. Nickerson then stumbles over the fallen horse, we believe. We didn't get a very good shot. We could only see the one horse go down there on the back stretch. Now, as we move to the stretch run, though, the 2 speedballs, Dejour on the outside, Safely Kept on the rail. Dejour gets ahead in front and seems to be on his way to victory. Willie Carson hits him a couple of times right-handed, but Safely Kept comes right back as Dejour jumped a shadow. Dejour jumped a shadow on the dirt track. He took that funny step and enabled Safely Kept to come back and get the win. Safely Kept to the wire in front, and I believe it was the shadow on the track that cost Dejour the victory. Dick?
Boy, a touch of everything, and that one is Safely Kept.